He won the Super Bowl a few years ago with his team, the Indianapolis Colts. Then after that, he wrote this book, and it's called You Can Do It. And it's actually about when he was a little boy, and he's talking about his brother, and he has one brother, younger brother, and two other sisters. And Tony's little brother, Lyndon, was having a bad day at school. To begin with, his tooth hurt a lot. And then in the middle of class, Lyndon touched his sore cheek, and he accidentally made a big, loud noise that sounded like a duck quacking. Everyone started laughing at him, except his teacher, Mrs. Lee, who said his parents could be expecting a call tonight. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. All this made it hard for Lyndon to concentrate on the lesson. Mrs. Lee went around the room asking everyone what they dreamed of being someday. When it was Lyndon's turn, he realized he was the only one who had no idea. I don't know, he answered. Maybe a duck. Everyone started laughing again. Lyndon liked it when he made people smile. But Mrs. Lee was not smiling. He couldn't wait until the bell rang so he could walk home with his big brother, Tony. Tony tried to cheer him up. Hey, Lyndon, why don't you go out for a long pass just like I taught you? Tony called out as he pulled the football from underneath his arm. The ball spiraled through the air in a perfect arch and landed in Lyndon's arm with a soft thud. Lyndon waved the ball proudly. Maybe someday I'll be as good as you in sports, he said to Tony as they continued to walk home. Lyndon knew his brother hoped to become a football player when he grew up. Tony could already throw a football so far and high that you would have to pack a snack and eat it before the ball came down. Tony playfully punched Lyndon's arm. That's cool, little brother, but remember what Mom and Dad always tell us. I know, Lyndon said. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Trust God and dream big. But Lyndon wondered if playing football was really what he wanted to do. Now they're at home. That was Mrs. Lee again, Lyndon's dad said as he hung up the phone. What did he do this time, Lyndon's mom asked. Was he quacking like a duck during math again? Actually, no, Dad replied. This time it was English class. Oh no, Mom sighed. Then added, but you have to admit, he does have a good duck call. Yeah, that he does, agreed Dad as they watched the boys race to the house behind their sisters, Sherry and Lauren. But he should not be doing it in the middle of class. Mom, Dad, guess what we did? Asked Sherry. We saved a baby bird and put it back in its nest, said Lauren eagerly. You'll both make great doctors or nurses someday, exclaimed Mom with pride. Maybe I'll be a doctor or nurse someday, thought Lyndon. Just then, his tooth gave him a sharp pain, and he remembered what had happened at school. Lyndon, Mrs. Lee called today, Dad took a closer look at Lyndon. Why are you rubbing your jaw? I wasn't quacking this time, Dad. My tooth was hurting, and when I rubbed it, Lyndon pushed the side of his mouth, and out came a loud That's a good duck, isn't it?